Hello, everybody. I've been catching up with the British Chamber of Commerce and from our sponsors at James Cooper Creston about the quarterly economic survey to help us lobby for business of all sizes. I say to the British Chamber of Commerce, who are the architects of our survey. What's the quarterly survey, and how does the data collected from the quarterly survey directly influence policy making?
Well, I suppose I would say it's all in the name, really. The quarterly economic survey we run 4 times a year, asking businesses broad, easy to answer questions about how they're feeling about the economy at the moment. It underpins really everything we do at the BCC. All of our advocacy work is done on an evidence base, and that evidence base comes from the surveys like the QES, whether that's technical discussions that we might be having as the insights unit with government officials when they're drafting policy, or more high-level discussions that our senior leadership team might be having with prominent government ministers, Chancellor, Bank of England, etc. The evidence underpins all those conversations, and the evidence comes from surveys like the QES.
Thank you. And to our wonderful sponsors, James Cooper Creston, who are professional service advisors, and I think represented all across our region. What trends or insights have you observed from recent survey results that are particularly critical for businesses to be aware of?
I think there are two key things for me, actually, Tim. The first is that certainly in the last couple of surveys showed an increasing confidence amongst business owners about what was happening and about the economy more generally. And I think that that's really important, because from confidence comes people's ability and willingness to spend, to invest, and so on and so forth. Why it's particularly interesting at the moment is, of course, we now have a new government. We're waiting for the budget to come up, and of course, recently we've just had Keir Starmer making his announcement about it being harder and tough and so on and so forth. So it'd be very interesting to see how businesses are interpreting that. The other thing which I think was particularly interesting from recent surveys has been the issue that we're seeing in the Thames Valley of the difficulties around recruitment. And that doesn't seem to be changing particularly. So again, will be interesting to see if there are any changes around that.
To both of you, say, what message would you like to convey to business about the importance of participation in this survey?
From my perspective, what I always say is it's really the most impact you can have for the least amount of effort, really. 4 minutes of your time, 4 times a year, allows us to advocate on your behalf all throughout the year on the issues that really matter to you. And the more businesses we have that take part from different sectors, different sizes, different parts of the UK, the more accurate that ultimately makes the data we're able to collect, which means the outcome of any processes are going to be more beneficial to the businesses that take part.
And Sue?
I could only agree with what Stuart said. I think it's absolutely critical that we get a broader section as possible of businesses within the economy responding, so that firstly they can all share their experiences, and secondly can influence policy going forward.
And to our members and businesses across the region, I need you to click on the little link and engage with the survey. It's your sentiment that counts. Thank you so much.